So pretty. There we go. We're back in action on a live stream with me taking together and you guys. Here I am. How is everyone? I'm a little bit late. I'm a minute late, but better than last time. Last time I got rice a little bit later. But let me just grab my chat so I can read what you guys are saying. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Unfortunately, I am still sick and I've been having so many tics. Like, I got rice. My tics have been bothersome as heck, so annoying. And I've been having a lot of self-injuring tics, which is not good. Very frustrating. You can see I have a huge scab on my head. Is there an ad? I'm so sorry. Anyways, I have scabs all over my face. I've tried to cover a few of them with this concealer pen. I can't really cover this one, but I've covered the ones on my nose and my face. I have tried to cover as much as I can. I've braided my hair. I have tried to make myself look somewhat approachable. Because I just feel awful, you guys. It's been a doozy of a time. But yeah, if you're wondering why I have this. Oh, and if you're wondering why I have this, boy, oh boy, I have a story for you guys. Oh man, let's just get into it. First, let me say hi to everyone. It's been a while. Hello, Sakuna. Hello, Nick. Hello, Aditi. Hello, Tanner. Hello, CAS Mall. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Z. Hello, Jora. How are you? Hello, silly self. My hoodie is very comfortable. Thank you. Hello, Jordan. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, smiley face. Jeremy, no worries. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about this right away. Thank you guys for sending me love and for realizing that I am not doing well. People not believing me that I have Tourette's, meanwhile bruises. Yeah, I get a Z. Being sick sucks. So true. I got rice. Hello, Looney Tunes fan. Hello, Hayden. Hello, Aditi. Okay, you guys, for real, let's chat. So obviously I'm in the bear onesie. I have my twin, my little pink bear. We are both pink bears, but let's address the elephant in the room, which is my face. So obviously I've mentioned that I have, I just mentioned this, but I've had really, really bad scratching tics over the past few days, which has been really bad. And then when my scratching tics kind of went away off my face, I started having palm squeezing tics. And these ones I've had a lot in my life, but for some reason they are acting up so much and I don't know why. So I've had to makeshift this little tape device on this palm because I do have long nails, but even with short nails, it would still be painful. So really I can't win. So this, I've put some foam as well as gauze and medical tape to try and lessen the feeling of like pain. This palm is a little bit better. You can see it's red, but it's not like awful yet. So thank goodness I haven't had to tape this hand yet. But you guys, Tourette's sucks. And being sick on top of it, this is literally day 8 of being sick. Q&A, yeah, if you guys have any questions about Tourette's, or anything really, any tic questions, any questions about jelly cats or calico critters or anything like that, or about just my life, feel free to ask. I would love it. We love you too. Sakuna, I am doing well. How are you? Somebody gave you a gifted membership. That is amazing. It was last stream. Repressed Memories gifted you a membership. On the brighter side, how is Pokemon Go with your boyfriend? It was amazing. As you saw in chat, Reborn is my boyfriend. We caught some shiny Rayquazas today, which was really exciting. We did a bunch of raids, and I think I caught 5 or 6 shiny Rayquazas, which is so cool. Colton caught more than me, but it was a lot of fun. It was great. Thanks for asking. um, yes, Q&A. You're so jelly of all my jelly cats. I'm so sorry, Rob. I love jellies. Hello, Hayden. What's my favorite jelly cat I own? That's a really good question. I would probably say currently it's one of my dragons, or it is one of my bunnies, maybe the pinecone bunny. I'll show you guys a little later. Love ya, Carly. How have you been doing other than excessive ticking and being sick? Thank you. I love you too. I've been okay, I guess. Other than that, it's been really annoying. Like, I'm literally like doing this constantly, and this hand is probably going to have to be bandaged soon. I did get this, which is fantastic. It is the BioFreeze, which I did post about yesterday. This is not sponsored. I just love this product. And then bless Colton's heart, the love of my life, he did get me the spray form. This is fantastic. And then I also got this stuff. This is anti-itch cream. I'm gonna see if this works, especially when I have my face itching. However, it's not like, how do I say it? It's not like a traditional itch. Like, it's a tick itch, which is very different. So let me see how that works, and I'll get back to you guys. Yes, Rayquaza, we caught them today. Are there certain cases of Tourette's where people have seizures? So Tourette's, to my knowledge, doesn't cause seizures. However, different tic disorders can. I don't experience seizures, thankfully. Hello, preppy Steph. Everyone's saying hi, Reborn. Sakuna, I'm sorry you're not doing well. Was I able to get the meteorite? I wasn't. I didn't even know that was a thing. So unfortunately, I didn't. But I have a really cute shiny Rayquaza, which I really love. Christopher says, hi, Colton. Newest / weirdest tick. My weirdest tick is probably one of my vocal ticks where I, like yell something. I know I've had a lot of weird ticks where, I had one where I touched my tooth and said, I have a tooth. I have a tooth. The JT Miller, I'm not going to trigger it, but you guys know if you know. Those are my weirdest ones. My newest tick, honestly, I haven't developed any really new ones for a while, but I've had some reappear, such as the palm squeezing and the face scratching. And those ones, as I mentioned, are just so brutal. That's why I look like I'm literally dying. I'm gonna just lower this a little bit. There we go. But yeah. Are you able to drive? I am. Hayden, you have Tourette's too. Sending you love. It's entirely possible that you've addressed this before and I didn't know about it. What's it like to get your hair your hair dyed with Tourette's? I have made videos on this before, but it's a great question. Basically, I always let my hairstylist know that I have Tourette's beforehand, and I've been to the same hairdresser for years now, and she obviously knows that I have Tourette's. And so she'll give me breaks in between like dyeing and cutting and all that jazz. And so getting my hair dyed isn't that stressful because she's really just doing foils, and I can tick while she's doing foils. It's more so when she's doing the cutting or I have to be very still. But she'll give me tick breaks. I take breaks in between. It's really not that challenging as long as you're like aware of what your needs are. I forgot if I already asked. Do you have Pokemon TCG app? I do not, but I have Pokemon Go and I love it. Are you able to drive? I think I answered that already, but yes, I am. Reborn says, I managed to get three, 2 from the research and 1 that dropped a meteorite. That's so cool. I didn't even know you did that. That's amazing. Some tick attacks with Tourette's might appear to others as seizures. Yeah, sometimes people with Tourette's are ticking, and to the untrained eye, it could be looking like a seizure, but Tourette's doesn't cause seizures. But some other tick disorders, I believe FND can cause oh, don't glitch again. Seizures and other disorders as well, but Tourette's isn't inherently known to cause seizures. Honestly, the shiny Rayquaza has a sick color scheme. So true. Do you have any pets? I do have a Bernedoodle dog who lives at home with my parents. I moved out, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but unfortunately that she's not here. I got rice. And then I live with my axolotl named Quoxie. But I'll show him maybe a little bit later. How long are you going to be live for? Please type it because my sound is not working. I'm probably going to be live for an hour. I don't know if I can type it, but if someone wants to type that for Samantha. Mushimu, I just got diagnosed with Tourette's last week, but luckily I don't have tics that are very severe. I hope you're doing well. Sending you lots of love. Sending you lots of love, Mushimu. I know Tourette's can be challenging. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Hannah. Hope you're doing well. I know tics are awful, but do you have a favorite tic? Probably my I got rice tic, just because it's how people know me by, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't really like any of my tics, honestly. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and you've really helped me. Thank you, Hayden. I appreciate that so much. I love that I can help people who are dealing with Tourette's too, because it's really can be isolating and lonely. Completely agree. Unfortunately, I only came back to Pogo in the last couple of months. Yeah. Hello, Rain City. How are you? Have I ever watched Ticking Together? I am ticking together. Hello. Do certain public situations like street signs or things ever trigger tics? I once saw a video of Balin Dupree in an airport thinking, yes. So for me, certain things, honestly, anything can trigger tics. Like even if I saw like a sign that says stop, for example, a stop sign, my tics might want to repeat stop. Like I was reading an email today in the car with Colton, and it was from Cuisinart. Like it showed a Cuisinart, like the little blender, like advertisement, and I just started ticking about Cuisinart. So like if I see something, no matter what it is, I could tick it. If I'm thinking of something, it might come out. But tics can literally be triggered by anything. So yeah, that's very valid, and Balin's experience is definitely valid. Tourette's can cause seizure-like tics, but no, yes, Tourette's and epilepsy are comorbid, correct, but Tourette's doesn't cause seizures, but tics can look like seizures. Yes, Reborn printed the shiny Rayquaza. It's beautiful. I wish I could drive, but at the same time, I'm absolutely terrified because in my state road is, yeah, I understand. Driving in the winter in Canada is also terrifying. What do you mean for an hour? Have you ever ticked in a library? I think I've ticked, like, I've had motor tics in a library, but if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't been to a library for years. I don't know the last time I was at a library. It's not because I don't go because of my tics. It's just I don't really need to go to the library. I've just been, like I purchase my books at a bookstore, or if I go to the library, I get them on my ebook. Like I haven't been in a long time, but it's not saying I won't go. It's just I haven't really been. Last Rayquaza I got during raid day was a perfect 4-star. Oh, that's amazing, Jeremy. I have a new bus driver named Rocky. Interesting. How do I know what triggers my tics with Tourette's being worse than they might have been 6 months ago? I can't answer that because like you'll have to know that yourself. But basically, like if you kind of take account of when your tics are worse, you can think of what you were doing before that, which could be a trigger, or sometimes tics just get worse randomly. It doesn't have to be necessarily triggered. It's funny to me how I found this channel 2 years ago for a school project, excuse me, and now I still watch it for funsies. I love that. Thank you for being here. Love your nails. Thank you. That color is so beautiful. Thank you. What does comorbid mean? Basically, it means that two conditions happen alongside each other very often. So, or like multiple conditions. So for example, Tourette's is comorbid with OCD, anxiety, ADHD, epilepsy. Like, how do I explain it? There's like disorders that happen alongside each other often, if that makes sense. Hi, your hoodie looks so cozy. Thank you, Cassie. What do you do for work? YouTube full-time? No. I mean, okay, currently, yeah. YouTube, I don't really consider a job. I don't really get paid very well from YouTube. But I don't have a job currently. I had to quit because I moved a year ago and I still haven't found work, but I am a full-time student, so that's kind of why I'm just waiting. Um, but YouTube's what I do in the meantime, and it's also just like my hobby and passion, but I wouldn't consider it like a job, if that makes sense. Um, I love your fairy lights in the background. Thank you. It is a filter, unfortunately, or a green screen, unfortunately. Favorite color is blue. I love blue. I take it you're aware. I didn't know that, Jeremy. Maybe you're talking to Colton, though. Currently watching this while turning myself into a cracked porcelain doll. That is so cool. If you're in my Discord server and you're feeling comfortable, you could totally share a picture when you're done. Have you ever considered doing a special books by special kids interview? I've never considered it, but that might be kind of cool. I can always check it out. I doubt that I'd be like, I doubt that they'd choose me, but that would be really fun. Do your tics affect other people? They do. I think they affect me more than they affect other people, though. Just because, like, I'm literally, like, injured right now. My face is all scabbed up. My palms are all cut. I hurt myself constantly. And in that way, they affect me very negatively, but they affect other people too because honestly, they annoy other people. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Colton's pretty chill with my tics and he usually doesn't get annoyed. But like my mom used to get really annoyed when I would bark because like it would scare her because it's so loud. And I just triggered it. People get annoyed, people get frustrated, people get weirded out. Like, I've never had tics like physically affect someone else, but they do physically affect me and they bother other people. So I think that's probably the answer to that question. Can you do a reaction vid to Zarabeth? Zarabeth is completely legit, so I could do like a video validating her, but I'm not sure if I should. Basically triggering myself, but at the same time, I love watching your live streams. Thank you. Sorry you're triggering yourself though. Jacqueline, my wife and I found your channel recently. You taught us so much. We both think you're such a sweetheart. Best wishes. Thank you. That is so sweet. I really appreciate the kindness and the kind words and the support. You guys are all so kind. I had trouble when I would drive in driver's ed. Yeah, eye tics for driving can be really stressful. Genuinely so stressful. I've had to learn how to suppress my eye tics and put my foot, like putting the pedal to the metal tics. Luckily I've been really fine and I'm a safe driver, but you have to be like very aware if you're driving with tics. What are you studying? I am in accounting. At what age were you diagnosed? I was diagnosed when I was 12 and I'm now 27. So it's been 15 years of Tourette's. But I had tics long before I was diagnosed. My mom and dad remember me having tics at around 3 or 4. So realistically, I've had tics a long time. My most common tic is definitely blinking or I have like a mouth tic where like I put my tongue to my tooth and I kind of like suck on the lip, if that makes sense. I'll show you. It's like, you can see that when I'm not talking. It happens constantly. Eye tics and that constantly. But as of lately, my most common tics are the squeezing palm tics, which is why I have a bandaged right hand and gonna have to probably bandage this soon. Yeah. What is your most common tic? Yes. Favorite subject currently? Honestly, right now, I'm only really taking accounting courses, and I love them. But when I was in high school, my favorite subject was definitely English. Autism and ADHD are very common combo, for sure. Tourette's is often with echolalia, but they both can be separate, for sure. My intrusive thoughts makes me take a lot. Does your Tourette's do this too? My intrusive thoughts don't really make me tick, but they definitely annoy me. My intrusive thoughts are more caused by OCD than Tourette's, and my tics don't really repeat or do much with my intrusive thoughts, but everyone is different and your opinion is completely valid. Anybody can sign up for an interview with Special Books by Special Kids. I'm not sure how picky they are. Yeah, maybe. The worst tick attack I've had is probably when I was in junior high school, so years ago, where I couldn't stay still for hours. I was beating myself up, and I had to get my parents to restrain me for, like, an hour. Like, I was lying on my bed on my tummy, and my arms were outstretched, and my legs were outstretched, and my mom was sitting on my legs, and my dad was holding my arms down, because I literally just was going, like I was literally thrashing around, and that was probably the worst. That was before my tics were or my Tourette's was, medicated like it is now, um, and so that's why it was so bad. I have had tic attacks that are still bad, like, currently, but the worst ones were probably when I was younger, for sure. Um, I've had a tic that made me hit my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. You would get scared with eye tics for sure. Um, FTM top surgery. Oh, congratulations. Um, I totally did not know you had a live stream. That is awesome. My name is Philip. When I've had Tourette syndrome all my life at a young age, got put on medications, finally got all off all medications. Hello, Philip. Thank you for being here. It's great you're got off medications if that's what you wanted. Everyone has the right to choose if they want to be medicated or not, obviously. I've often thought of what my life would be like if I wasn't medicated, and that might be a goal in the future. But currently I am medicated, but it's really nice to meet you and thank you for being here. Hello, David. Have people bullied you? Yeah, a lot, both in person and online. I was bullied notoriously for years from like kindergarten to grade 11, basically. All my schooling except for my last year in grade 12. So yeah, it was pretty hard and pretty awful. Um, you have Tourette's too since you were 32, maybe late onset. You love English class. Yeah, I love English class. Thank you for explaining that. And I saw an example of this when Balin said she has OCD. She has to do her tics in threes. Yes. I have tics that I have to do in certain numbers too. And that is mostly tied to Tourettic OCD, which is kind of like a subcategory of Tourette's and OCD. Basically, Tourette's has a lot of it's comorbid with Tourette's, and you guys know we already talked about comorbidities in this stream. But basically, sometimes people with Tourette's have to do different tics different numbers of times because it satisfies that urge in your brain. It's really hard to explain, and honestly, neurodivergencies and things like Tourette's and OCD are so complex and they're so different. Would you ever do nursery rhymes and tongue twister videos? Potentially. If my tics were bad, that might be kind of interesting. However, I feel like if I make those videos, I get fake claimed more often than not, and that's kind of something I'm trying to avoid, but maybe in the future. My college major is accounting, and I do really enjoy it. Tourette's Against Humanity. I loved those videos, and I might end up doing more in the future. But currently, as I said, with any video that showcases my tics in a way that doesn't present like typically as like just how I'm talking now and my tics are coming out however they are, my Tourette's Against Humanity showcases a lot of vocal tics. And when I film those, like I said, I get fake claimed all the time. And I'm, again, trying to avoid that as much as possible because it mentally drains me to be fake claimed constantly. You've had diagnosed Tourette's since you were 6. Interesting. Carly, what was it like to deal with Tourette's before you were medicated? It was definitely worse than it is now. I obviously have been medicated since I was diagnosed at 12, but before I was diagnosed from around like 10 to 12-ish. And when the medications weren't working, my tics were horrific. And they were way more severe than they are now. I literally could not sit still. I was ticking constantly. And I felt worse than I am now. Luckily, I am medicated on 2 drugs right now, Pimozide and Guanfacine. And the concoction of those really seems to keep me stable, which I'm so grateful for. But before that, my tics were so different. And they were more involuntary than they are now. I find that when I'm medicated like this, my tics are able to be suppressed more, and I'm able to go in public and not tic for longer periods. And I'm so grateful because before that, my tics were ruling my life completely. Um, Cass, hello, Cass. Finally, someone who can actually represent Tourette's. Oh, yeah, Ticks and Roses was the worst, as we all know. In my last live stream, we all talked about alternate names for Ticks and Roses, and the winner was Lies and Thorns. However, the second was Voluntary Flinching and Poison Ivy, and I think that is so freaking funny. I didn't know that, Jeremy. It's very nice as well. I've watched your videos quite a bit from Help Me Deal with Things. Reason I got off. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Philip, Mr. Grinch. It is great to have you. You're always welcome here. Where did I get this hoodie? I honestly don't know. I've had it for years, and I found it in my closet and thought it would be cute to live stream with because it matches my bear. Are you a Swiftie? I've never been a Swiftie, but I love her new album, which is, I know, a little bit controversial because a lot of people don't like it. I like it. I think it's a bop. I really do. What and how many tics do you have as of recent, not including one-offs? I can't list them. I have so many. I appreciate the sentiment of your question, but I genuinely could not list them all. There are so many. So many. Just know that I have lots, and I can't list them all, but if you watch my streams and you watch my videos, you'll see a lot of them. And I have a lot of one-offs too. So honestly, probably I can't even estimate. You got tardive dyskinesia. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I was so close to getting TD, tardive dyskinesia too, from one of my medications. Thank goodness I got off of it before that because that would be awful. I'm so sorry you developed it. I was medicated, but my mom doesn't think I have Tourette's. Oh, I'm sorry, Z. Cass is on guanfacine too. You only tic when stressed. Interesting. Yeah, guanfacine honestly works more for my ADHD than it does for my Tourette's. But the concoction of guanfacine and ADHD together, sorry, not ADHD. I got distracted because my false nail was attached to this bear's bottom. But what I was saying was my guanfacine and my pimizide together really combat my tics. No worries, smiley face. Hello, Biggie. I'm so glad your medication has helped you. Me too. Honestly, like I still have tics, clearly. Like I tic a lot, but it's so much better than it used to be, and I'm so grateful. Love the hoodie. Thank you. Do you go live on TikTok? I don't. I have in the past, but maybe I should. I just know people are a lot meaner on TikTok, and I have a larger reach on YouTube than I do on TikTok. Teddy is cute. She is so cute. Quick question. Is there a reason you don't finish reading some of the comments out loud? Yeah, I finished them in my head. And I read the majority of them so people know what I'm referring to, but I also don't want to finish all of them. Like, I don't know. It's just a thing I do. I apologize if it's annoying. Carly, are you on your boyfriend? I'm on Team Valor. What are your medical thingies, like ADHD, no TD stuff in your, the comorbidities or like the disorders I have? So obviously the main one is Tourette's, and then I was diagnosed with ADHD and OCD. On top of that, I was first originally diagnosed with an anxiety disorder and depression, then got diagnosed with PTSD, and then a lot of other stuff that is not like mental neurodivergent related. I recently got diagnosed a few years ago with rheumatoid arthritis, and that is a doozy to deal with. It's very challenging, not a lot of fun. But yeah, that's like the major ones. Truly, it is just life. It is the way you look at it when it's life. Your lemons, you pick those lemons. Yeah, for sure. No, it's okay. It's not annoying. I just wasn't sure. No, I do finish reading them. I just kind of skim them and I finish them in my head and I don't read them out loud. It's just something I've always done. Need to go. Bye, Rain City. I love you. I hope you have a great night. I haven't been diagnosed with Tourette's, but I have mostly motor tics, especially with my hands and face twitching. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of people can experience tics and not have Tourette's, but have other disorders. Do you watch hockey? I do. I love the Oilers. They are my team. However, this year I haven't bought my Sportsnet subscription yet. So unfortunately, I do not have, I haven't watched the first few games, which is really frustrating. However, I did go to a preseason game with my friend, which was so fun. You guys, my nail just fell off. I'm gonna glue it on. We're gonna have a nail session. This is just like cute little fun time with Carly while she glues on her nail. You watch TikTok live more than YouTube live. I apologize. I do YouTube live a lot more. Just because I literally have way more subscribers on here, and the majority of the videos I post are on YouTube. So that is why I do YouTube live over TikTok live. I hope that makes sense. The nail has been glued back on. I think I glued it crooked, but that is totally fine. But yes, I do watch hockey. I love hockey, and I stream typically on YouTube. But in the future, I could potentially stream on TikTok if you guys are interested in that. Maybe it would extend my reach, but we'll see. Yes, as the Reaper said, everyone, please like and subscribe if you're on here and you're just chilling. We are at 25 likes. I would love to get to 30 or maybe even 40 if we're like pushing it. I would love that. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Totally would appreciate that. Any tips for high school? My main tip is definitely to be yourself. That is the number one thing you can do in any realm of your life, is being yourself. Don't let any bullies ruin the experience for you if you are one of those people that unfortunately gets bullied, because that was like my experience. I would say honestly, be yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for accommodations if you need it. Study hard. Don't like put off studying. Because it's important. High school is important, especially if you want to go to college and to get your high school diploma. That's also important. But also don't take it too seriously, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, have fun, but also study, and know your boundaries. And if you have Tourette's or tics or any other neurodivergencies, again, ask for accommodations and be yourself. And find your tribe. Find a group of people you can trust and relate to. Because that will help you a lot. This is kind of random, but I wanted to say that I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you. I'm glad you're having fun. I am too. Love your hair. Thank you. Dropping tick for sure. Have you seen my TikTok videos? I'm not sure if I have. Jeremy, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I have found that eating sugar or any kind of caffeine needs to mess with it more. Yeah, for sure. You're a Maple Leafs fan? Amazing. Pretty bad. Have you watched my life with the Walter boys? I have not. Do you have any pets? I have a dog who lives with my parents, and I have an axolotl who lives here named Quexy. Makeup routine. I've posted a makeup routine. Obviously, I don't have makeup on right now because my face is like beat up. But when I do post, when I do have videos with makeup on, I do have a routine posted of me doing makeup with Tourette's, which is always challenging, but I've gotten really better at it since that last video that I made a few years ago. I've gotten better at doing my makeup, and I'm really proud of myself because it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the best at it, but I figured out how to do it in a way which works for me, and I'm happy about it. So yeah. Do you like Sabrina Carpenter? I do. I think she's, an amazing vocalist. Really, really like her. In the Summer I Turned Pretty. I haven't watched that either, unfortunately. Hello, Lady Sky. How are you? Thank you for being here. For those of you guys that are new here and you're just stopping in and saying hi, my name is Carly. I'm 27 and I have Tourette's, and the goal of this channel here is to advocate and educate about Tourette syndrome and showcase the realities of it. Why are you hurt? I am hurt because of my Tourette's. I have scratched my face. I have ruined my palms. I've hurt myself a lot because of my Tourette's, and it sucks. But yeah. Do you like the Beatles? I do. She's hosting SNL tonight. I did see that. I'll have to watch some clips afterwards. That'll be really fun. I got rice. No Shadow Mewtwo right now. Dang. It took me lots of practice to do a full face of makeup with Tourette's, but I figured it out. It does take a lot of patience and awareness, for sure. It can be really challenging to do makeup with Tourette's, especially when, like, you are ticking, and especially when you're doing, like, eyeliner or something, where you have to be super, like, steady. It can be challenging, but thank goodness for makeup remover and the grace of myself. I give myself grace when I do makeup, because yeah, if not, I'd be very frustrated a lot, I think. What's your favorite song by the Beatles? Oh, I love Blackbird. I love Across the Universe. There's a lot that I like, but I can't think of their names right now. But those, I also love Yellow Submarine. That's actually a tick of mine. Or I'll just get on a loop of singing We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. Oh my gosh. The more you know. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Hello, Abby. Hello, X. I run out of makeup remover so fast. So true, so true. What do you do if you think you have ADHD but not sure? Hello, Ivory. Hope you have a good sleep. If you think you do, I would say the best thing you can do is get checked out by a doctor, get referred to a psychiatrist or a neurologist. Not really neurologist, probably psychiatrist for ADHD. And I wish you all the best. And yeah, I would get checked out for sure, because honestly, you can't really, self-diagnosis is kind of a slippery slope. But I would definitely, if you're concerned about it, see a psychiatrist or psychologist. How young were you diagnosed with Tourette's? I was diagnosed when I was 12, so 15 years ago. I'm sorry, Jeff. I hope this stream brightens your day. Sending you so much love. Did not mean to flip you off, as you know. I'm sure you know, but just clarifying. I love Blackbird and Across the Universe. So pretty. They're such beautiful songs. At what age do tics usually start? That's a great question, and it usually depends from person to person. My tics, as I mentioned, started around 3 or 4, but they can vary. It really depends. And I don't have a solid answer for that, because as it does depend on the individual. But in order to be diagnosed with like traditional Tourette's and not adult onset, you have to have tics develop before the age of 18. It is the only way that I can go completely med-free. I understand. Jeff, it's all good. I'm sorry. Fisherman, hello. You must be rocking the PvP League. I love how Reborn and Jeremy are just having a chat in my chat. You guys are funny. Some people forget that if someone was diagnosed older, the average person is likely their parents in denial. Potentially. It doesn't always mean that, but potentially. What happened with your old boyfriend? He cheated on me. We don't talk about him anymore. He cheated on me, and I'm off to bigger and better things. Colton is the love of my life. He's fantastic. I know that you're still sick, but are you feeling any better? I'd say like 50% better, maybe. Like not even that much better. Hi, Clara. I have been sick for 8 days, and I'm still stuffy, still sore throat, blah. What's the cut on your forehead? Oh man, welcome back to my channel. I have Tourette's, and I scratched the poop out of my face because of my tics. And my hands. I am bandaged. I tried to use like like a concealer stick to cover all of my scratches, but this one would not cover. So I appreciate you asking because I can educate. Scratching ticks are a thing where like my face or a body part becomes extremely like tick itchy. It's not like the same as like an itch is just like I'm itchy. It's like a tick itch. It's a completely different sensation. And so that is how I scratched my face raw. I have bought a lot of different like lotions and creams, this anti-itch cream and this biofreeze to try and like combat it. But yeah, it's I got rice in a bag. It's a doozy. And that is why I'm scratched up and I have bandages on my palms. It sucks. Tourette's is real. To those of you guys who think I'm faking, please, for the love of God, stop. Do you think I would come on live and like be marked up like this and think, wow, I'm so cute? Because I'm not when I look like this, you guys. I do it because I have Tourette's and I would never fake it. And this sucks. Congratulations. The more you know. Okay, that was my little tangent. Let's go back to chat. Yes, anyways, sorry, Looney Tunes. I totally got distracted. I am feeling a little better, but not really. I've been sick for 8 days. Hello, man, OJ. You didn't deserve that. Thank you. Thank you. How could anyone cheat on you? He was kind of a nutcase, but that's a different story. Hi, Tiny Puppets. How are you? Thanks for being here. Sorry that you've been dealing with Tourette's for a very long time. It is all good. It's a lifelong condition, so I will always have it. But yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. Hello, stars. That would be nice, Hayden. Just be aware that people can be really mean. But I believe in you and I know you can do it. Do you still have the rice necklace? I do. It is actually right here. I haven't been wearing it for a while, just because, I don't know, just haven't. But I still have it. Still do. Hello, stars. My biggest trigger is probably anxiety or stress, and then as well as talking about tics or like pressure on a certain part of my body. Like if someone were to give me, if someone were to be like right next to me and pressing up against this arm would have a lot of tics. I gave you the idea of cutting your nails. Yes. It wouldn't help. I appreciate the sentiment. It would not help because either way, if I had shorter nails, I would be scratching harder and probably damaging my face more, and my palms more, but I appreciate the idea. Hello, Maddie. Hello, it's you, Zuki. Well, will it happen when you sleep? I do not tic in my sleep, thankfully. I have a question. What is your question? Hello, KJ. Have you heard of Evie Meg, this trippy hippie? I have, and I love her. I think she's fantastic. We're mutuals on TikTok, and she's so cool. She's such an amazing inspiration. I love your onesie or hoodie. It's a hoodie, thank you. Have I heard of Demon Slayer? I have not. I remember in elementary there was a rumor I was a oh, I'm so sorry. Did you just bark? I did. I barked because I have Tourette's. And it's a tic of mine. Have you tried gloves? I have. Didn't work. I need to feel that kind of, okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but when I have the tick itch or when I have to squeeze my palms in order to get the tick satisfied, it almost has to hurt a little bit to satisfy the urge. I know it sounds weird, but if you have Tourette's, you'll understand. When I was scratching my face, if it didn't hurt enough, like if it didn't satisfy that feeling, it wouldn't work. And I would have to scratch more and more and more. That's just the complexity of Tourette's. If it doesn't satisfy your tick, you will continuously do that tick until it satisfies. And so if I had gloves on, it wouldn't work. If I had shorter nails, it really wouldn't change anything. And it just sucks because I'm in a lot of pain. My face is less painful, but my palms, you can see this one's gonna probably have to be bandaged soon because this one is worse than this one. And yeah, literally, you can't see right now. For those of you guys that might come on and say, oh, why aren't you ticking very much? Beneath the camera, my hands are down at my sides. I'm doing this whole stream. So if you don't see someone ticking, it doesn't mean they're not ticking. They just might be doing ticks off camera or subtle ticks, because subtle ticks are completely valid. Love your nail color. Thank you. Your least favorite tick is probably when I punch myself or any self-injuring ticks. Those suck so much. My favorite tick is probably when I say I got rice, because it's one that people associate me with and it's kind of funny. But all of my ticks kind of suck low-key. But those are the ones I would pick as my least favorite and my favorite. I have autism, so I stim. Oh, interesting. Stimming and ticking are somewhat similar. There is a difference, but they're both totally valid. Do you think more meds or med change would help? I don't think so for me. I've tried so many different ones, and the ones I'm on now help enough. Thank goodness. Hello, Nova. Your first minor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Grinch. You have Tourette's too. Hello, KJ. I'm glad it makes you feel better. That's really sweet. Sorry to hear that, Grinch. Yeah, for sure. Hello, Georgie. Sending prayers. Thank you, guys. What are mental tics? It's kind of hard to explain, but mental tics, think of them as like basically tics in the brain. So it's not an intrusive thought. It's not like a song stuck in your head. I would compare it to a song stuck in your head, that kind of vibe, but like 30,000 times worse, where you have a word or a sound or a phrase stuck in your head and it is repeating over and over and over and over and over, and it can't stop. And it's hard to explain, but that's kind of the gist of it. It's just, think of it like an earworm where you have something stuck in your head, but it is unstoppable until it kind of subsides on its own. It's something that is awful. It is very awful, and it's something that I hate dealing with. But yeah. Sending prayers. Even if you weren't ticking very much at the moment, it wouldn't mean that you don't have Tourette's. I appreciate you saying that. That is so true. Hello, Arthur Morgan. Hello, Kaden. Thank you so much. You get really bad tics where I slap myself. I totally get it. I'm so sorry. Does it hurt if you try to stop it? Okay. This is a great question. It doesn't necessarily hurt when I try to stop tics, but it gets so uncomfortable that it feels similar to pain, if that makes sense. So like if I try to stop a tic and I'm suppressing, it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. And once it builds, it kind of, my doctor explained it as like a beaver dam. The beavers keep putting in like logs to stop the leaks, but the water pressure keeps rising and rising. And once the dam is too weak with all the water pressure after you've been building this dam, the water pressure will eventually have to break through, and as a result, flood. A giant flood of water, and as a result, in comparative form, how this happens for ticks is the flood of water would be a lot of ticks. And so if you're stopping the ticks with suppressing or redirecting or whatever, eventually it's going to become so painful. I use that term in quotes because it's not necessarily pain, it's discomfort, it's burning, tingling, fire. It sucks. And eventually the ticks will have to come out. And so does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense? It will either lead to a tick attack or just a severe bout of ticks or just a lot of ticks. So for example, when I try to stop my scratching ticks, it gets so discomfort feeling that I scratch more and more and more, if that makes sense. Is raising the middle finger a tick of yours? It is. I apologize if I give you guys the finger. I really don't mean it. It is a tick. Excuse me. I heard someone describe a tick as similar to sneezing. It is definitely similar, yeah. Is it common for Tourette's and other things like OCD to occur? Tourette's is pretty common. It's not as rare as people think. I I don't know the exact statistics of it. I would have to search it. But Tourette's isn't as rare as people think it is, as well as if you have Tourette's, the comorbidities like OCD are very common. I believe it was stated in a recent research study that my nail fell off again. That 83% of people with Tourette's experience some form of comorbidity, which could be OCD, ADHD, anxiety, learning disabilities, whatever the case may be. A lot of people with Tourette's will experience comorbidities. I hope that answers your question. Latest tic attacks other than scratching. I had a vocal tic attack not too long ago where I was just saying things over and over again. Honestly, my medication has helped for tic attacks a lot. I haven't had many, I got rice in a bag, tic attacks recently. But the scratching one has been really, really awful. Addie, hey, I was just diagnosed with a tic disorder and was given guanfacine. I'm not sure what to think. Do you have thoughts? I take guanfacine too, and I think it works somewhat well. I would say give it a try. If it doesn't work, then you might have to experiment with other medication under your doctor's orders. But yeah. Is that when a tic attack happens? Yeah, so what I was explaining with the beaver dam and building up, when you're suppressing for so long and it gets that discomfort feeling, it often does lead to tic attacks. Do you have any tics that make you black out? I do not. Carly to 50 likes. Yeah, you guys, like this stream. We're at 49 likes. We need one more. Woo! Give this video a thumbs up, and then we'll get to 50 likes, and I'll be so happy. Thank you guys. Hello, Gingeroni. I often make a deep pitch laughing type noise. Interesting. I have this one tic where I shake my head. Oh, I'm so sorry. My tics got so bad that I ended up in the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're very pretty. Thank you. I feel like a mess with my face all scratched up, my palms all bloody, like, but thanks. Do you like cartoon shows? I do. I love cartoon shows. I am a fan of, I don't know what, I love anything Disney, but I love a lot of cute little things. Is Je t'aime a new tic? No, I've had it for a long time. Scratching tics sound terrifying. They are. Hello, Pasta J. I am good. How are you? Just looked it up. About 1% of children and adolescents have Tourette's. Interesting. Thank you for looking it up for me. I appreciate that so much. Hello, Moonlight. How are you? Hello, Airplanes. It was totally okay to laugh, dissolve. Don't worry. You can laugh at that. M8, you were the 50th. Congratulations. What happened? Do you mean to my face and my hands? Should I get into the explanation for the third time? I hate myself. Injuring tics dangerous in general. I totally get it. Have you seen Big City Greens? I have not. 100 likes. That'd be fantastic, you guys. Keep liking it. Yes. Okay, I will explain. You guys, welcome. If you're wondering why my face has scratches on it and my palms are bloody and scratched as well as bandaged, boy oh boy, have you come to the right place. So I have Tourette syndrome, and Tourette's is a neurological disorder that causes people like me to make involuntary movements and sounds called tics. But let me guess, you guys have never heard of something called scratching tics before. Let me fill you in. Scratching tics are basically what they sound like. It's a tic where you scratch your body. And so the other day, I was having a lot of scratching tics on my face where I have tried my best to cover with this concealer stick. But unfortunately, this would not cover. This would rarely cover. And I'm trying my best to embrace it and not hide away. Because the last time I scratched my face like this, I hid away from everyone, didn't post anything, hid my face. Because I was so ashamed. My palms, on the other hand, are scratched up from me squeezing my nails into my palms. This one has been raw and bloody. This one is getting there. And unfortunately, that is why I look like this. Scratching ticks and hand palm squeezing ticks, not fun. But the more you know. If you know, where does the je t'aime come from? It comes from French class. I'm Canadian, and I took French class from grade like 3 to 9, and I learned the je t'aime, which means I love you in French. And I've had that ever since I was little. Not little, but ever since probably like junior high, I've had the je t'aime tick. It just kind of came back a lot stronger recently, where I have it in a lot of my videos in daily life. But yeah. You can just call me Tiffany. I'll try. I might forget, but I'll try. I don't really black out. I just like stand still. I get it. Are your periods more painful? I don't think because of Tourette's. When something is stuck in your head, will it make you tick? Sometimes. What is that on your forehead? I already explained this 3 times. It's because I ticked and scratched myself. Is neurological disorders and mental illness different? It is. Neurological disorders are, how do I explain the difference? So think of Tourette's is literally my brain is wired differently than that of someone who doesn't have Tourette's. Mental illness, I believe, has to do more with the chemicals in your brain. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Like dopamine, serotonin, all that jazz has to do more with mental illness. Whereas like my neurotransmitters are misfiring because of my tics. Favorite calico critter? Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you want to literally get into it? Should we get into it? Should we do another poll? If you guys missed my last live stream, we did a poll where we voted on favorite calico critters. I have some new ones since then. My favorite one currently is a new one that I got. But I'm not going to show you guys until... Do you guys want to do a poll with me and vote on your favorite? I think I will. One time I was at the store and saw someone with Tourette's, looked at them. Oh, dang. Please talk about calico critters. I will. I'm ready. We are going to vote on our favorite calico critter family. I am going to start a poll for you guys. And je t'aime. We are going to talk about it. Fave calico fam. There's going to be 4 options. I'm going to choose them. Be right back. I have to find... I'm going to choose some new ones, actually, you guys. We're going to choose 4 calico fams. And you guys are going to choose who your favorite is. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to hide these so you don't see them. Give me a sec. Fave Calico fam, we are going to showcase some new ones. And you guys are going to vote. However, please don't vote until I have shown them on the screen, okay? Because if not, I know you're cheating, and it's going to make me really sad because I don't like cheaters. If you know, you know. I don't have an emoji for this one, so I'll do that. And then the last one is... You've seen 2 of these already, I believe. Or no, I think you've only seen 1 of them. Okay, here we go. We are starting the live poll. Here we go. Favorite calico fam. It should be on your screen. I don't know if it's... Oh, people are voting with not even looking. Okay, let me show you. Don't vote yet. Okay, we have the seal family. This is my seal family. They are very cute and very cozy. You guys see them? Love. These ones, we have the otter family. So cute. Hello. Hello. Then we have the husky family with triplet husky babies in a toboggan. Can you go wrong with that? No. And last but not least, we have the deer family, which was featured in my last stream and I believe won last time. So, vote, you guys. We have seal, otter, husky, and deer. I will leave this live stream up for a little bit, or not this live stream. I will leave this poll up for a little bit longer. And you guys can vote on who your favorite is. If anyone wants to see any of them again, please let me know and I will show you. I Like a rice break dances epically. Love that. Do you tick during shots? I don't usually actually. Hello, random stuff. I'm good. How are you? Can you drive with Tourette's? I can, but again, it depends on the person. You're eating paper? Interesting. You love calculators. You have 52? That's incredible. You haven't seen any, and I already want to choose the seal because seals remind me of my friends. So cute. Hello, Jennifer. I have a question about Tourette's. So when you tick, what does it feel like when it comes up? Very good question. It feels like a burning, itching, tingling sensation. It feels really, really bad. And it feels like I have to get the movement or sound out or else I become panicked, if that makes sense. But it's also a level of involuntary where like I don't necessarily always know I'm doing it, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. Hard choice which to vote for. Hello, kitty. I have some tics, and when I get anxious or just randomly get bad, sometimes I don't tick at all. Is this normal? Yeah, tics definitely wax and wane in severity. So sometimes if you don't tick, it's completely normal. If you tick more than other times, it's completely normal too. It depends on the day for everyone, really. Have you heard of, I haven't heard of that, Ad T. How's school going for you? It's doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. Do you experience imposter syndrome? All the time. I get so many people every day telling me that I'm faking my Tourette's or that I'm a liar or that blah, blah, blah. And I, as a result, take it to heart. And I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm a fraud this whole time, which like obviously I'm not. But imposter syndrome is something I deal with every day. And how I deal with it is I cry. And then I ask my boyfriend, I'm like, Colton, can you validate me? Do I have Tourette's? And he's like, yeah, obviously. Or like I'll ask my friend Tori, do I have Tourette's? Am I lying? Have you seen me take it before? Like I ask other people to validate me, which is like the only way I can calm down that imposter syndrome. Okay, you guys, the Husky family is winning. I'm gonna show you guys one more time. So we have the Husky family. If you haven't voted yet, this is the Husky family. Then we have the Otter family with twin babies in a seashell. Then we have the Seal family with a cute little twins as well. And last but not least, the Deer family. You guys can vote on your favorite and let me know. And whoever wins will be the family of the day. I don't know. The family of the day, sure. Ah, I just dropped a bunch of stuff. Oh no, give me a sec. You ever like get really sick and then when you lean over, your sinuses like are dying? Oh no, you guys. Bad news. Okay, I fixed it. We're good. All right. So it looks like the Husky family won by like just a minimal margin. You're not faking, trust me. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hello, Piper. Do you know what creepypasta is? I've heard of it. Anosmia is when I can't smell. Wow, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you definitely have Tourette's. I have been diagnosed for sure. I do. I was diagnosed 15 years ago, you guys. How come sometimes I tick like twitching my neck, but it's not frequent? Okay, I'm gonna end the poll, you guys. Husky family won, I guess. Just barely though. It was very even. So good job on the poll, you guys. Husky family won just by a little margin. Woo! But yes, sometimes you tick, like twitching your neck is not frequent. Tics and tic disorders and Tourette's can really vary from person to person. You don't have to tick constantly to have a tic disorder or Tourette's. Also, tics don't always last forever. If you have a tic disorder, it might not last. Tourette's is a lifelong condition, but not everyone with tics will have tics constantly. It really depends on the person. Is there a difference between Tourette tics and non-Tourette tics? I don't have Tourette's, and I have what my parents call tics where I spin my pencil. That would more likely be a stim, I would say, not a tic. But Tourette's tics vary from different tics. Like if you have FND, I believe tics are a little bit more involuntary with FND. Tourette's has a very specific kind of type of tics. But it really depends, again, from person to person. It is such a, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Such a spectrum of a disorder that everyone is different. Trust me, if you have to ask if you're faking or if you're worried about you're faking, you aren't. Very true, very true. You picked seal. You slay. I don't care about your tics. Thank you. You can't smell. Dang. I asked if there's a character, Tiki Toby. Oh, interesting. I think I've seen that before. Hello, Piper. Hello, Moon's Art. How severe would you consider yourself, like mild or severe? I'd say, like, depending on the day, mild to moderate. I definitely don't have a severe case. I used to, I would say, but not anymore. It's more mild to moderate. Have you ever been triggered by someone in the comments? Yes, a lot. Do you have graphia tics? I do. Or graphic or graphia? Graphia tics I do, which are the writing, typing, drawing, and tracing. I have had those tics forever, where basically I type different things or I draw different things unintentionally. Those tics for me have gotten significantly better as I've gotten older, but I have experienced them before. How many different tics on your bad day? Again, I've answered questions like this before. I never count my tics. I don't know how many tics I have. I know I have a lot of different ones, but I definitely couldn't tell you the number. Your bestie faked Tourette's for a month and now she has actual Tourette's. Dang, that's crazy. I chose Seal because my best friend. Aw, cute. I also sometimes I curse but emphasize a syllable and repeat it. It's a weird vocal stem. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I emphasize different syllables too. Going back to the graphia tics, I have a lot of tracing tics where I will trace words with my hands in cursive writing. And I do that constantly. It's all the time, especially like when I'm trying to go to bed. I got rice in a bag. I trace things all the time, you guys, and it's really annoying. Really annoying. It keeps me up at night for sure. Favorite hairstyle. I just like wearing my hair down. I do like these fishtail braids. And I also like buns in my hair, like a top knot. Those are cute. Do you like, I'm not sure what you mean, average Spinosaur. How was high school for you? I was bullied, not necessarily for my tics. I'm going to answer Fisherman and Star's question about being bullied. I hid my tics a lot in school. I suppressed hard. I was bullied for being different, and I believe most people with Tourette's that get bullied have that feeling where you're different or you're not, like, quote, normal. I was bullied all through elementary school, all through junior high, all through high school. Again, not necessarily directed towards my tics, but just because I was different and because I was, like, the weird kid. I literally had, like, stereotypical, like, my locker was written on, like, I was pushed around, like, literally, like, what you can picture in, like, a TV show of someone being bullied was me. I was being bullied, like, pretty hard. And I had no friends. I would eat lunch alone every single lunch hour in the corner and just, like, be so sad. Like, my schooling was awful. Like, I loved learning, but the social aspect, I was so isolated, so misunderstood. Like, it makes me so sad. Thanks for making my day better. Aw, I'm glad. Hello, Sophia. Ever use hot tools on your hair? I have. You're about to sleep. Good night. Dash hounds? Yeah, they're cute. You love the vibes in the stream. Thank you. Was it hard to make friends growing up? It was impossible. It was so unbelievably hard to make friends. I didn't have many friends at all growing up. I had, like, acquaintances and, like, some friends. I never had a best friend until I was in grade 12. I was 18 when I made my first best friend. I now, in my adult life, I'm 27, I have friends now, and I'm so grateful. And I think it's because I have literally just embraced who I am. I've come to terms with, okay, I have Tourette's. I'm a little bit different. I'm a little weird. I have my weird hobbies and weird likes. But I feel like once you come to terms with who you are and live authentically, it's easier to make friends and not trying to be someone you're not. I'm proud to say I have a lot of really good friends now. I have an amazing boyfriend, amazing friends, best friends. Like, it took forever to make friends growing up, but I think now in my adult life, it's a little bit easier, which is completely something I never would have known. Favorite singer? I'm not sure. I really like, I'm really into the female pop scene right now. I want to say if we went to the same school, we'd be friends. Thank you, Blue. You slay. Thank you, Piper. How long did it take you to get used to having Tourette's? I never really got used to it, if that makes sense. Like, I just had to live with it. Like, I was born with the predisposition of Tourette's, and I just kind of, like, I never got used to it. It's always just been there, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Do you get embarrassed if you go out in public and people look at you when you tick? For sure, which is why I, when I'm in public, I try to suppress as much as I can. I try to hold in my tics. I try to keep them on the DL. I'm very medicated, which I'm able to suppress very well. But if I do let out tics in public and people look at me, I do get really embarrassed. And I don't think I'll ever get over that, honestly. The sad part is you really come across as friendly and a good person to talk to. I would think I am. Like, what you see is what you get. Like, this is me. And people just didn't like it growing up, which was really hard. Favorite candy? I like the Rockets, which I believe are Smarties in the US. They're like that little, like, circular, like, chalky candy. What time do you go to bed? I'm a sleepover. I can stay up till midnight. Amazing. I'm going to go to bed in a few hours, probably. Friends are so nice to have. My friends are genuinely so cool despite their flaws. That's amazing. It's so important to think that. How long can you suppress? I can suppress for sometimes a few hours at a time, realistically. Okay, it's not full flat-out suppression, but I'll be suppressing the major tics, and I'll be ticking subtly during that time period. So I can make it look like I don't have Tourette's for hours at a time when realistically I'm just doing subtle tics. ABC challenge again? Maybe in the future. I'm not sure. What time is it where you're at? It is 10:13 p.m. It is. I'm probably going to head off soon, though, you guys, because I've already been on for over an hour. You curl up into a ball or voluntarily put myself into a locker. Oh, I'm so sorry. When you were a baby, did you vocal tick? Not when I was a baby, but when I was a little bit older, yeah. Bumblebee. Hello, Bumblebee. I love your username. How are you? Good to see you. If you guys are on stream or just watching or popping in, please give this video a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate that. We're at 74 likes. I would love to get to 80. That would be so cool. All you got to do is click, if you're on mobile, the 3 little buttons in the corner and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that a lot. And also subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because that would be fun. Oh, Blue, that's so sad. CA Small, we love you too. I did get a shiny shadow Latias. It was really cool. It is 5:13 in the UK. Hello, Mandy. I'm so sorry it's so early. Hayden, I'm glad you're here. What are the different types of tics? So there's motor tics, vocal tics, and there's a bunch of different subcategories in the motor and vocal tic realm. I won't get into it in this video, but I have a lot of videos on my channel talking about it. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Go see those videos. I've made a whole video talking about like all you need to know about tics. And you can watch those and learn about it. How would you compare anxiety to being anxious? I don't know how to answer that. I think anxiety is more of like a chronic condition, and being anxious is just the feeling of being anxious. I agree with Hayden. It was really nice to talk to you. Thank you. In Australia, it's 3 p.m. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Don't sleep well. Oh, thank you, Mandy, for being here. Holly, was it ever hard when you were a child? You got demons in you, girl. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. If you think my demons cause me to say I got rice and blink really hard, I think we have a problem. What kind of demon is inside me? The rice demon? I got rice. No, I don't think there's a rice demon, but thanks, guys. Woo! Um, yeah, I don't think demons would cause me to say I got rice and bark. Unless I'm like possessed by a dog demon who likes rice. I don't know. Yeah. What was I gonna answer? I forgot. Was it ever hard when you were a child? It was, for sure. I was definitely bullied a lot. I was so confused about why I was ticking so much. Like, it was a doozy growing up with Tourette's. For the record, Carly does not have demons in her. Thank you. Do you know if you have sensory overload? I think you would know because it's very overwhelming. Like, overstimulation, you will know. You will know. It is horrible. Your demons want rice, Carly, obviously. Oh my gosh, feed the demons rice and it'll go away. Could you imagine if I eat rice and my Tourette's gets cured because this whole time my demons just want rice? I'm happy I caught this stream. Thank you, Nyx. Thank you guys for catching my stream. I'll be on a little bit longer. When will you be live streaming again? Probably sometime this week. Expect Wednesday or Thursday night, probably. I will post beforehand. So stay tuned. What happens if you're overstimulated? For me, I shut down. Like, verbally, I shut down. I tick a lot more. Like, the lights bother me, sound bothers me. I get really irritable. That's kind of how it manifests for me. The rice demon. Yeah, the rice demon. Hey guys, I'm the rice demon. I got rice in a bag. Hello, Kira or Sierra. I'm apparently possessed by the... That's funny, Nyx. You'll try to join. Amazing. Thank you, guys. I swear I have your videos before on YouTube Shorts or something. I'm trying to think of where I've seen you before. Probably on YouTube Shorts. I've had a few videos reach like over a few million views, so maybe. Maybe on TikTok. I don't know, but welcome. I'm so glad you're here, Blue. What did your parents do to help you? They took me to the doctor. They agreed to put me on medication. They restrained me when I needed to be restrained. They supported me mentally, and they would talk to me. Like, my parents are amazing. You will most likely see me in chat then. Amazing. I don't have Tourette's, but I do get irritated when I get overwhelmed, for sure. That's very common. Let's get this live to 100. Could you imagine? Guys, give this video a like. Thumbs it up. Let's get to 100. We are at 80. I don't know if we'll get there, but if we do, holy moly ravioli, I would cry, and my rice demon would spew rice from my mouth. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I got rice. Do you know when it'll be? Yeah, Looney Tunes. It'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday night. Kira or I don't know how to pronounce her name, but thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're here. Sensory issues, certain texture of fabric, for sure. Bye, Beepy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yo, what's up? First stream I've ever gotten to attend. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Hello, Dale. If you guys would like it and be so honored too, I would be honored if you'd give this video a thumbs up. I want to get to 100 likes before the end of this stream. We're at 82. Gotta get to 100, you guys. Just thumbs it up. I'd be so appreciative. Was the boyfriend that cheated on you the one that had Tourette's and weren't you engaged? Oh, man, what a doozy of a story. Yes. Yes to both. We were engaged. He cheated on me. This was like 3 years ago now, guys. It's old news. I am now living with the love of my life, Colton, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. My ex did have Tourette's. Colton does not have Tourette's, but Colton is so supportive and just the epitome of the best boyfriend in the world. We don't talk about the ex. He was crazy. Oh, man. You go by Kai. I'll try to remember that, but thank you for being here, Kai. Have a great day tomorrow. Thank you so much. You made it to 81. Thank you, Dale. Sorry if it was triggering. No, not triggering. I'm just like, this man is so unimportant. He sucks. But now I have the love of my life I've met, and I'm so grateful. I don't ever remember people's names. No worries. I will try to remember your name, Kai. That's so rude. It was rude to be cheated on. Oh, man. I'm having, like, a weird swallowing tic that sucks. I'm glad you found someone. People tend to be judgmental and mean, right? Colton is not judgmental or mean. He is amazing. He is so kind. Are you thinking of having kids? It's not a personal question. I honestly don't know. I don't think I will, but I would be so nervous to pass on Tourette's to my kids. I would never want my kids to have Tourette's because it sucks. And I would feel so personally guilty if I gave my offspring Tourette's. So at this point, it's probably, I know, but we'll see. I just would hate to give my child Tourette's and have them struggle like the way I did. I would feel so guilty. I would feel so guilty. Is this the same ex that you reacted to tics? Yes, it is that ex. That ex is long gone. Unfortunately, I keep their videos with me on my channel because they are educational. But I might have to take them off because people still think we're together when we are not. You're at 5%. I got rice. Thank you, Shepherd Shenanigans. Any tics that make it hard to talk? Sometimes when I like glitch out and I like stutter over a word, yes. Is Tourette's hereditary? There is a genetic component to Tourette's. Sub. If you subbed, thank you. I feel like people feel like the relationship isn't working. They should break up with the other person instead of cheating, right? That makes so much more sense. Because cheating is so traumatic. Could we see him? Who? I don't know who you're talking about. You're still young. You have a lot of time to decide. For sure, for sure. I will definitely think about it. But in my current state, like right now, I would say no just because I don't want my kids to go through what I went through, tic-wise and Tourette-wise. Do you also have Tourette's? I do have Tourette's. That is the point of my channel. My goal here is to talk about Tourette's, advocate, educate, make people aware of the different severity levels and everything like that. And yeah, my name's Carly. I have Tourette's. I'm 27. I have messed my face and hands up because of my tics, but you're more than welcome to be here. If you have any questions about race Tourette's, please feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer. Your BF or husband, I don't know. He is currently busy, but maybe in another stream. You also have it. Oh, welcome. I'm so glad that you are a fellow ticker and you're here. I love you. Rice. That was weird. That was like a bark I got, Rice. Sorry, that caught me off guard. That was weird. Wow. Okay, I've never had that one before. Oh, I'm sorry, Kai. Hello, Schmidt. Do you listen to Aurora? I don't know. I'm sorry, Blue. Next live, you should sing a song. Honestly, I would if I wasn't sick. But I'm sick, and I can't sing when I'm sick. So no, unfortunately. My tics are not so dinner table friendly. I understand. That sucks, and I'm so sorry. Also, you guys, we're bringing back my bear. Because I'm a pink bear, and this is a pink bear. Together, we are pink bears. Yes, my boyfriend, if you guys are wondering, Reborn9575 is my boyfriend in stream. So if you want to ask him anything, he's in here too. He's modding for me because people, like he said, can be doo-doo heads. Also subbed, thank you, let's talk. Will you be live tomorrow? Probably not tomorrow, but definitely in the week. So expect maybe Wednesday or Thursday evening, but not tomorrow. Why did the pink bear bring me so much serotonin? I don't know. It brings me so much serotonin too. Like, look at her. Oh, no. There we go. Look at her. Ah, she's so cute. Do you have any pets? I have a dog and I have a axolotl. She's so cute. She is so cute, you guys. Pink bear duo. I got Race. 12 likes away. Guys, give this video a thumbs up. Like it up, buttercups. I'd love to get to 100. You know how cool that would be? I want to donate when I get my paycheck tomorrow. No worries. Thank you, though. Maybe next stream if you're still wanting to. I got Race. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Please give this stream a thumbs up because I want to get to 100. I don't know if we will, but I believe. Such a cute bear. I know, she's so cute. I got Race. I like your type of autism. I don't think I have autism. I might. You're my new bestie. Thank you. You're my bestie. I got this white Dr. Bear. Oh, cute. I love teddy bears and jelly cats and calicos and all things cute, you guys. They're so cute. When did you start singing? When I was 2. I started singing when I was 2. And I've been singing ever since. But I don't sing very well. I just like to do it for fun. Question for Reborn in the chat. What is one thing that you love about your girlfriend? I'm putting him on the spot. Do you have Tourette's? I do have Tourette's. My channel name is Ticking Together. And I tick with you guys. Alas, ticking together. I got Race in a bag. You do sing well though. Oh, thank you guys. I do it for fun. I'm not necessarily the best singer, but I love to sing. I got Race. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk. Your stuffy isn't a bear, but I have a fox with overalls. Ah, my bear says hello to your fox. Oh my goodness. I got 4 dogs and had 1 guinea pig. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a demon. Oh, wow. Amazing. I'm scared to post about my ticks because I don't want to be fake claimed. This is such a struggle for so many people with Tourette's because, like, when I first started posting, I didn't think that I would get fake claimed. And I do every day. And it messes with you. Like, it messes with me hard. Why would I fake if I scratch myself, cut myself, everything like that? You can't fake that. That'd be crazy. Thank you, Khaleesi. Your bears are watching the stream. Hello. Okay, here's the answer to the question about what is one thing you love about your girlfriend. He says, she is always just a bundle of joy to be around, except when I annoy her. She does this cute little mouth sound and action, LOL. Ha! Yeah, that's true. That's true. Colton's the best, you guys. You have a friend that has Tourette's? Interesting. Do you still have the JT Miller tick? I sometimes do, but not recently, and I'm not going to trigger it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Your wife says hello. 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 Being fake claimed on every single video would be so hard. It is! It is so... Oh my gosh, it is so hard. It is really, really hard to be fake claimed constantly. The internet comes up with the territory. Yeah. It's really funny to be around. Interesting. It's not always fun, though. It can be really shitty. If you guys are new here and you're just vibing, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to get to 100 likes before the end of my stream. Bye, airplanes. We are currently at 89. If we get to 100, I'm going to party. I'm going to party up in here. My family doesn't believe in Tourette's. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I genuinely just remembered something weird that happened a couple nights ago. Oh, she has a lot of tick vids. I do. Melody Little. No, I haven't seen Melody Little. I'll have to check it out. I got Race. Yeah, guys, like it up. We're 8 away. We're 8 likes away from 100. 100. If we get to 100 likes, I will show you guys my limited edition 40th anniversary calico critter. Oh my gosh. You guys, you gotta see it. You gotta like. Thumbs it up, buttercups. Then you will see the 40th anniversary calico critter. I don't have Tourette's, but I have ADHD, autism, anxiety, and more. You have a little black and red axolotl pressure. His name is Timothy. Hi, Timothy. We need to see it. You guys, 7 more likes. And then we can see the limited edition Calico Critter. You'll be blown away. You'll be blown away. Hello, Octo Girl from Vancouver. I am also in Canada. Hello. The best way I could explain it is there was some kind of like soul being. Oh, weird. I'm sorry. You guys, thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Does whatever a thumbs up does. I got race. Please. You gotta see the Calico Critter. Anyway, I'll keep chatting until we get there. I think we will. We're 7 away. I think we can do it. If anyone has any further questions about Tourette's, tics, anything, please feel free to ask. We're 6 away, you guys. We're getting there. Oh, dang. I'm sorry, Moonlight. I don't have Tourette's, but I have ADHD, anxiety. Dang. I'm sorry. But I relate. I do. And it's okay to have issues, like quote issues. Like everyone has their own things and you shouldn't be embarrassed. I mean, I should practice what I preach because I am low-key embarrassed about my Tourette's and stuff. But at the end of the day, we should not be embarrassed about the issues or like the hard things we've been dealt. Everyone has their own things to deal with. Everyone is unique in their own way, and we shouldn't be embarrassed. We should honestly learn to accept it and embrace it. That's just my opinion, though. 30 pets? Dang. Do you ever get depressed with your tics? Yes. Not so much recently, but when I was a teenager, holy man, I went through a severe depression, especially because of my Tourette's. I was actually put in a psych ward. It was a doozy and a half. And it was awful, but the more you know. You don't look like you have Tourette's. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Have you ever worn contacts? I've never worn contacts, but sometimes I do videos without my glasses and just try my best to see. But I don't wear contacts. I don't have the worst vision. So thank goodness I'm able to kind of do videos without glasses. But yeah. I got rice. Do you watch SpongeBob? I used to love SpongeBob. You have depression. I'm so sorry, Kai. I got rice. Do you still have the jelly on a plate tic? Sometimes I do. Not all the time, but often. Oftentimes. I got rice in a bag. Okay, you guys, we're 6 likes away from seeing the Calico Critter limited edition. Just thumbs up this video if you want to help me reach my goal. It'd be so heckin' awesome. 6 likes away. I believe in us. I do. I remember when you had a British accent tic. That sucked. And sometimes I still do have British accent tics. Not always, but sometimes I do. And sometimes like my French accent tics, different kinds of tics. When did your ugh turn into huh? Honestly, a few years ago. I haven't had the ugh tic in forever. It transformed into a huh, and I don't know how. It just happened. And now the huh tic is one of my most common tics. You're texting your friend to come thumbs up the vid. Amazing. What do you think of modern SpongeBob episodes? I haven't really seen any, so I couldn't answer that, unfortunately. But I love the old stuff. I used to be like an OG SpongeBob watcher. Loved it. Did you see my comment about going live on TikTok? I did, and I said, I wish you the best, but just be aware that there's a lot of mean people out there. So if you're going to put yourself out there, you need to have like a thick skin. And realize like it's great to advocate and raise awareness, like all the power to you, because when I started, that's all I wanted to do too. And I feel like I'm doing an okay job, but just be aware that sometimes people are mean and you can't really control it. Try your best to just be yourself and don't take what the comments say to heart, because that can be really hard. Do you still have the come at me bro tic? Sometimes I do, sometimes. Have you heard of, I have not. I got rice. You're too thin-skinned to make videos on the internet. Honestly, when I started YouTube, I had no idea the hate I would get. And it happened very fast. Even on videos when I didn't have many subscribers, I would get so much hate. And then I reached over 100K, as you guys know now, and I get hate every single day, every single day, every single day, which sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to deal with, but I try my best to just let it go and not think about it all the time. You don't have Tourette's, yeah. How many Aura points do I lose for crying over using a $2? Oh no, I'm so sorry. $2 bill. Do you still have the come at me, bro tick? I just answered this. I do sometimes. Owari, hello. Hate from France. Hate. Thanks. Thanks. Like a race. Okay, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up soon. We need 4 more likes, and we've reached our goal. All we gotta do is 4 more likes. Just thumbs it up, and then I will show you the limited edition calico. I don't think anyone new has come though, so I don't know if we'll make it. 3 likes away. Why are we wrapping up? Because I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I've been on for over an hour. Thank you, Owari. I appreciate it. 2 likes away. You guys are 2 likes away. Je t'aime. 2 likes away. We did it! We're at 100. Okay, you guys, you get to see. You get to see the calico. Congratulations. Yay. Congrats to all of you. I couldn't have done it without you. You guys are about to see. The drum roll. Limited edition. Calico Critter. Meet none other than Freya's birthday celebration. She is a giant, well, she's a bunny with a strawberry dress. And this is the 40th anniversary for Calico. And she stands on a stool because she's so tall with her dress. I don't know if I will ever unbox her. I don't know if I should. I think I want to. Maybe in a future video. But this is Freya, the limited edition Calico Critter, which I recently got my hands on. And I love her so much. And I'm so glad you guys got to see her. You guys, we reached the goal. Congratulations. Amazing. Good job, guys. Might be worth something later on. Yeah, but I still want to open her. So I don't know. Okay, you guys, for realsies, I am fading. I'm fading hard. I need to head off. Buddy the Bernedoodle, hi. I have a Bernedoodle named Daisy. Oh my gosh, Bernedoodle twins. For realsies, I gotta go. I'm fading. I'm gonna come on probably Wednesday or Thursday night at around 6, 7, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I will post in my chat on Discord. I will post that in the chat right now. If you are not a member of my Discord, go join, and I will post there when I go live. I will usually schedule my live streams at least a few hours in advance so you guys have time to come and join. I would appreciate that. But yeah, expect to live in the next few days. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being so kind and considerate. You guys are truly my besties, and I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching. Again, I will see you next time. Give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already yet. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. As always, je t'aime. We are learning together, we're laughing together, and we're checking together. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out. Bye!